Hello and welcome to Decentralized Health Administration, coming to you straight from the Ubrica channel. We bring you critical technical knowledge about creating perfect conditions for much needed revolution in the health industry. It's a much needed revolution in the health industry. Why? Because health is not doing so well. Under these conditions, universal health access will be possible. Everyone in the world, including you and your loved ones, will have access to the best health services in the world. Health for everyone will be highest quality there is in the world, and it will be affordable to everyone. My name is Dr. Masharia Waringi. I come to you from Ubrica project located at 1.4 degrees south of equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. That's smack right in the southwest suburbs of Nairobi. And today, I have great things to discuss with you. One is we want to discuss the basic structure of the Ubrica project itself. It's called the fundamental structure, the cellular structure. In that, we're going to cover that so that you fully understand how Ubrica is going to be, the Ubrica project itself is going to be rolled out. Either it can be rolled out nationally or even worldwide, because it has a very compact cellular structure. And of course, this is grounded or underpinned by the information theory of capitalism by George Gilder. George Gilder in 2014 gave us the information theory of capitalism. Also today in the news, we'll talk about the blockchain conference for September 2019, and we shall cover the 797 so you can learn what it's all about. We said last week that it is not a podium conference where a preacher man stands on the podium and then preaches to everybody. It's very hands-on, it's very practical workshop. Let's say you come for practicum, learn how to work with exchanges. Like, let's say, talk about wallets, talk about cryptocurrency wallets, then the exchanges, and then how to trade. That's what we're going to talk about. This conference is created by David Kihona and the Ubricoin blockchain team, including Jordan Mudemba, aka Jordan Type, Peter Kabi, aka St. Peter the Rock, Dennis Ogeto, aka Deno, Kevin Kamete, aka Kevo, and Francis Jogona, aka Father. This material, some of the material we're going to talk about today, particularly in cellular structure of Ubrica itself, is accepted from Decentralized Health Administration textbook under development by Susan Nyambura Jugona in Ubrica Research and Development Team, including Naomi Ngedo, Wilfred Mule, Abed Ndiani, Anne Masharia, and Frida Butale, and from proceedings of World Ubrica Ambassador Program, including Purity Modowa, Wahida Washira, Grace Gishora, Naomi Edolodo, Wilfred Mule, Abel Indiani, Anne Masharia, Frida Butale, and Barbara Kimani, and Betty Wajiro Washira. But first, the basics. Ubrica project strives to solve three fundamental problems of health production in the world. One is lack of access to health services. Two is poor quality of medical services. And three is high cost of medical services in the world. So I say access, quality, and cost. Lack of access to health services occurs when people do not have money to go to hospital, or it occurs when people have no hospitals to go to. Poor quality of medical services occurs when good knowledge to deal with medical problems is scarce. And high cost of medical services in the world occurs when manufacturing of products that can be used to improve health is stifled. We solve the problem due to lack of knowledge, due to lack of money, by creating sokojanja.com, an online retail store where you can sell what you have produced to increase your earning power. Money in your pocket means realized access to health care. Ubrica Clinics and Hospitals project ensure physical access to health services. Ubrica Science and Technology Parks create places for translation and commercialization of new and relevant knowledge, ensuring best quality of knowledge and medical services in the world. Ubrica Biomedical Industrial City promotes local manufacturing of biomedical products, reducing cost of medicines and medical devices and health services in general, making health affordable. Ubricoin, UBN, the cryptocurrency for universal health access, underwrites health production in the Ubrica ecosystem. You can support universal health access by getting and adding Ubricoin to your portfolio of cryptos, or by getting equity in the Ubrica project. Get involved right now. Do not sit on the sidelines of health. Buy and hold 10 Ubricoins, $10 worth of UBN each and every day, and you'll be putting supporting the most important, the biggest grassroots revolution for creating health for everyone in the world. You can even you can get even more involved by joining the World Ubrica Ambassador Program, where you gain deeper knowledge about Ubrica project and continually share that knowledge with people in your circle of influence. As an ambassador, you'll be the bridge between Ubricoin, Ubrica, Janja, and the people in the world. To increase your knowledge on blockchain and cryptocurrencies in health, take courses at the Academy of Cooperative Society of Ubricans. For inquiries on how to enroll for courses, write to info@ubrica.com. So to get involved directly, hit the like button to cement your support, hit the bell button so that you can subscribe to receive notification and participate in the chat, ask questions, share your views on how we can decentralize knowledge in health and medicine. Okay, now that we're done with the basics, let's see what we're talking about today. Today, we want to speak about cellular structure of Ubrica project, cellular structure of the Ubrica project, and is guided by the information theory of capitalism by George Gilder, 2014. Ubrica chapter is the basic unit of the Ubrica project. See, Ubrica chapter is the basic unit of Ubrica project. A chapter is akin to a biological cell with constituent cell membrane, cytoplasm, and the organelles in its intracellular matrix. So the cell membrane is quite porous to allow knowledge to pour in and out of the cell. The cell membrane is quite porous. It allows knowledge to pour in and out of the cell. Knowledge actively flow from regions of high concentration to low concentration. Knowledge will actively flow from regions of high concentration, such as universities, to regions of low concentration, such as communities. Although knowledge is flowing from high concentration to low concentration, in Kenya, knowledge flow is met with extremely high resistance, particularly in a high friction economic environment. The inertia in the population means that people do not act unless induced to move. We see extremely high resistance to change inhibits flow of knowledge and undermines open innovation. That's why in Kenya, innovation is very, very low. Now we bring UBN to that center. UBN will catalyze the flow of knowledge from the universities into the people, and members of the chapter who constitute the cytoplasm of the cell. Members of the chapter will constitute the cytoplasm of the cell, and URCC will be the nucleus. That's Ubrica Retail Clinical Center. As you know, the URCC comprises three critical components. It has three critical subnuclear domains. Subnuclear domain 1 is a health clinic. Subnuclear domain 2 is produce value enhancing workshop. And subnuclear domain is a retail store. The produce value enhancement workshop will rely on its operation on flow of knowledge from a university science and technology park located outside the chapter in the extracellular matrix. Now, it means that the university science and technology park will be located in a university. This means that the university has to really find the chapter has to find a university to work with. And of course, the university doesn't have to be local to the location of the chapter. It can be far distance, but the university is willing to support the chapter. So every cell must connect to a university from where it will receive technical knowledge that is pertinent to adding value to produce process in its workshop. And we said previously that the local chapter must produce must work on one produce that's locally available, and it should not propose to work on produce that is not available in the location, because what means is that it will set itself for failure. There is produce, let's say produce and products everywhere in the country, and the local chapter should concentrate on working on what is available in its local situation. So the retail store will display products manufactured in the value addition workshop. A local retail store could also display products from sister chapters. Products displayed in the retail store would be photographed, and photographs displayed on Sokojanja in the extracellular matrix, which now represents the entire world. Sokojanja is an online store, and it takes those pictures to in front of everybody who has a phone, who has a computer, a smartphone or a computer. And that means that local villages, locally produced locally produced products from a village will be seen all over the world, because the chapter has made that happen. And then you can see the knowledge is being exteriorized. George Gilder's information theory of capitalism underpins the inflow of knowledge from the University Science and Technology Park and outflow of packages of knowledge products displayed on Sokojanja. Let me repeat that sentence again so you understand how information theory works in the information theory of capitalism work. George Gilder's 2014 information theory of capitalism underpins the inflow of knowledge from the University Science and Technology Park and the outflow of packages of knowledge products displayed on Sokojanja. This indicates that Ubrica project is an information system for creating wealth, wellness, and well-being out of knowledge. Everything you see, even you see something like this cup, is a packet of knowledge, because you cannot make a cup like this without knowing how it is done. And so, similarly, knowledge in the nucleus of the chapter, which is when knowledge comes from the university, it comes to the nucleus of the chapter. It is processed and packaged to knowledge products, and then it's displayed on Sokojanja. So this indicates that Ubrica project is an information system for creating wealth, wellness, and well-being in that cellular structure. These cells can be replicated worldwide. And so that is why I say that Ubrica project is scalable all over the world, particularly now that's working with UBN, which is also scalable worldwide. Gilder explained that key to economic growth is not acquisition of things by the pursuit of monetary rewards, but the expansion of wealth through learning and discovery. That we have specific places where learning are designated to occur, they're called universities, but that knowledge from the university has to come out and enter into a chapter so the chapter can process it and create a final product. This is where the USTP comes in. The economy grows not by manipulating greed and fear, like we have in this Kenya, because the government people sell fear to wananchi. They sell fear to the local people. That's what the government people do. When the government people visit you, they come and sell to you fear, so that when you're afraid, you give them money. And that's what you're saying. They manipulate greed and fear through bribes and punishment. That is not how economic growth occurs. Growth occurs by accumulating surprising knowledge through the conduct of falsifiable experiments of free enterprises. Crucial to this is learning. Crucial to this learning process is the possibility of failure and bankruptcy. In this model, wealth is defined as knowledge and growth is defined as learning. That is George Gilder's words. We'd like to take those words seriously because we are manipulated heavily by our government people. We need to know that in the model of information theory of capitalism, the economy grows not by manipulating greed and fear, like we are experiencing from our own central government or through the county governments, not through bribes and punishments, but by accumulating surprising knowledge through conduct of falsifiable experiments of free enterprise. This is why creating enterprise is very important. Now we say that the cellular structure of the Ubrica project itself is composed of chapters, which is a cell, and this chapter has got a cytoplasm, which is constituted by members of the chapter, and organelles in the intracellular matrix. And of course, the key organelle is the nucleus, which has got three things we said. It has got the nucleus is the URCC. URCC comprises three critical things. They are called subnuclear domains, a health clinic, a produce value enhancing workshop, and a retail store. You have heard all that. So now you understand how UBN comes in there as the currency for supporting that cellular ecosystem. And when the cellular ecosystem is multiplied, it builds organs. And these organs are going to be chapters in a nation, and they are able to trade among each other. And chapters, as we said in the last broadcast, a chapter can have members in one location, but then they represent they could have migrated to different places, different countries. So you can have people from one location, one village, all over the world getting together to form a chapter to strengthen their community, and of course to create now the ultimate goal of the organization: create sustainable One Health community. So people join together in a chapter like that, and when they have a nucleus which has got a URCC, become sustainable One Health community, and able to activate the fourth element of health production. So now let's give you some UBN updates today. Now that we move on to the UBN updates, we in the updates talk about cash pays, CoinMex, and Vindax. Three things are happening this week. So in the update, Vindax, let's start with cash pays. Cash pays spelled as CASHPAYZ is conducting a massive airdrop as we speak. And that massive airdrop is going on now. You will receive, I don't know how many UBN. This is being managed by the exchange itself. So go to Cash Pays and participate in massive UBN airdrop. And also, we were listed by CoinMex late last week. CoinMex, you're able to trade UBN. Now we on in October, on October 3rd, we have a massive public sale of VINDAX to be launched on October 3rd to October 10 in 2019. So this public sale will occur in two sessions. Session one, we have put together a supply of UBN of 500 million, and we have allocated the UBN in the following market. That's session one, which will take place on October 3rd. 125 million UBN for BTC market, 125 million for ETH market, and 125 million for VD market, that's Vindax, and 125 million for USDT. And we will offer the UBN at a price of 0.005 USDT. So, and we start on October 3rd at midnight UTC at 0.00 a.m. UTC. And then session two will occur on the 5th of, on the 8th. Session two will occur on the 8th of October as in similar structures, total supply, a session supply of 500 million UBN, and they will be distributed just the same fashion: 125 UBN for BTC market, 125 million UBN for ETH market, 125 million UBN for the VD market, and 125 million for USDT market. Now, the hard cap is 500 million, soft cap is 250 million, thousands. Hard cap is 500,000, soft cap is 250,000. So be ready with your money. It's a big sale, and it's gonna be at Vindax on October 3rd, Vindax Exchange, a Vindax Launchpad, and that is very important that you participate. So next is the Nairobi blockchain event. This Nairobi blockchain event is said that it's a practical session, hands-on, where you will learn how to trade. Before you learn how to trade, you will learn how to exchanges work. And before you learn how exchanges work, you learn how to have wallets. So a wallet will, once you have learned how to create a wallet and how to secure your wallet, you will then deposit your money on an exchange. You learn how to deposit money on an exchange. And once you learn how to deposit money on an exchange, you will start trading. So it's about 3 hours of engagement, where the first hour is about wallets, second hour is just about exchanges, and third hour is about the trading cryptos themselves. This work shall be this conference is joint event between Ubrica and QBitX. So the QBitX team will be on site teaching people how to trade cryptos on the QBitX exchange. Now this is going to be at 680 Hotel in Nairobi on the 27th September 2019 at 5 to 8 p.m. Okay, come on, of course. if you pay at the gate, you have to pay 1,000 shillings. That is equivalent of $10 US. Or if you pay advance, now you can pay 700 and early bird is that. Now, for information about how to participate, please call +254 755 844 017 +254 755 844 017. And that's all for today. We just need to recap on the basics. Always remember to, oh man, always remember that Ubrica projects strive to solve three fundamental problems of health production in the world. One is lack of access to health services, poor quality of health services, and high cost of medical services in the world. Lack of access to health services occurs when people do not have money to go to the hospital or when there are no hospitals to go to. Poor quality is when there's no knowledge to deal with medical problems, and high costs occur when manufacturing is stifled, when the country is run by politicians instead of by entrepreneurs. For more information about how to participate in the Ubrica project, write to info@ubrica.com or call +254 755 844 017. And thank you. That's all we have for today. Let us meet again tomorrow and talk about more important issues and get more updates. For now, goodbye. See you tomorrow.